try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got the...
What up, Fin fans? Welcome to another episode of the Fin Posse Podcast. Sorry I'm running a little bit behind. That's my bad. Usually I don't do a video on Saturday, but it's draft day, draft weekend. Wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the Miami Dolphins first round selection, and preview day 2 of the NFL draft. How is everybody doing this morning? Good morning. Let's see. Miller, good morning. Elwood, Michael, Aqua, Bonnie, Dolphin Don. How is everybody doing this morning? How is everybody feeling about the newest addition to the Miami Dolphins, Kenneth Grant? How is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling about that pick? Buddy says, I'm feeling really good about our first pick. Hopefully day 2 goes as well. After sleeping on it, I'm convinced Kenneth made Mason look better. I think we really got DT1. That's possible. Comparing draft analysts, he comps to a way more athletic Vince Wolford. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Dolphin Don says, I love it. Scotty says, Grant is a great pick. Followed my board perfectly. We've all been calling for trenches. Greer gets trenched, and still there's some that bitch. Listen, yeah, you're right, Scotty. You know, I was looking at draft grades last night. I forget what it was under. And everybody was getting A+, A's. You know, there was a couple B+. And then I get to the Miami Dolphins, and it's a D. It's a D. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what do people want? Why is it a D? Why does everybody else get credit for their selection and then we get a D? Now, do I think Kenneth Grant could have been got a little bit later? Not much later, but a couple picks, sure. But he was a position of need. The Miami Dolphins felt that he was the best fit for what we need at defensive tackle, and they went out and got their guy. Chris Greer deserves a lot. He deserves a lot of criticism, but not for this. Not for this. The Miami Dolphins made the right selection on day one of the draft. They went and got a big, physically dominating, imposing defensive tackle with their first round pick, and that was the biggest team need. How is that not a A plus? Or at very least an A. We have 2 4s and 2 5s, package one of each to move up to get Will Johnson. Miller, I agree. I think, Will Johnson's injuries concerns are more about the longevity of his career. I would do whatever it takes to get up to the top of the second round. There's a lot of great players still available at the top of the second round. Do what you got to do to get up there. Do what you got to do. Even if it's a Nick Emawari, there's still some offensive pieces, offensive guards that are available, offensive tackles available that would make this team phenomenal. Now, I don't think we trade away our third round pick because we need that to, obviously either get a corner or offensive guard, whichever one we don't go with in the second round. But shit, if you got to trade the 2 5s, the 3 7s, trade all that, put it all together in a package to move up and go get a guy at the top of the second. I feel like we have to move up in this draft. I just feel like that's the right move. If we stay at 48, I think we're really missing out. I really do. I really, really do. If we stay at 48, I think we're missing out. I'm trying to take a look at something real quick. Sorry. Trying to take a look at something real quick. So my apologies. Let's try to see if I can pull up something for us. All right, let me see. Share screen. Share. Do. All right, so here we are. This is the draft. Every player picked at the position they are. All the players this start a second round mock draft, basically. I think Cleveland might take Shador today. I think that might be the pick for them. If Cleveland doesn't take Shador Sanders today, man, where is he going to fall to? Where would he fall to? Let's see. You got Houston, Tennessee. Oh, the Browns got 2 picks coming up. Maybe they'd be willing to move off one of them. Mm. It's not showing their 30. Oh, all right. 36. Let's see what it would take to get 36. So 48, 135, 150. Let's not go that. Oh, because I didn't pay for that. I'm not paying for the subscription. That sucks. Oh man. Let's see. See if we can find another one. That was one of the cool things that I seen yesterday is that these mock drafts that they load up with the picks already selected. That's where they start you out at, which I thought is really cool. So let's see. Is this the same one? I feel like this is the same one. %66 chance. Let's see who's going to be available. All right, if we don't make a trade, this is they got available. Let's see. Offensive tackle. Ursay, Tropolo available. What about guards? Ratledge, Wilson. I feel like those would be reaches at that point. You got Kevin Winston, the safety, available. Let's see, corners. Revel, Porter. I mean, I'd probably take Revel at this point. And then that would leave us with. Let's see. Offensive tackles. We got Charles Grant. That's not a bad. I wouldn't be mad at Charles Grant. Let's see. Offense interior. Or Miles Frazier. Charles Grant or Miles Frazier. I'd probably go with Charles Grant. Me personally. So that mock right there would leave us with Charles Grant and Revel at corner and offensive tackle. That wouldn't be horrible, but I still think we need to move up. I think we still need to move up. How do you feel? Do you feel like we should be aggressive and try to move up for Will Johnson? I'd stay at 48 and move up from 98. 32 teams passed on Will Johnson. That screams, yo, Big C, what is slept well last night? Noah says, Big C, what's good, bro? I hope you're feeling good about last night. What's your thoughts on day 2 for the Phins? I feel excellent about last night. I really do. Scotty says Ramsey will be traded tonight. I would put money on it if I was a betting man. I feel good about last night. And, moving up from 98. Are you trying to move up from 98 to get back in to go from 98 to try to get to the top of the second? If that's what you're trying to do, that's going to cost a bunch. That's going to cost a lot. Scotty Sanders and Milrow will go early second. Hopefully they do. If there's a run on a certain position that we don't need, that's good for us, because that means players are going to fall to us that shouldn't fall to us. If there's a run on wide receivers, if there's a run on these last quarterbacks, if there's a run on tight ends, that's good for the Miami Dolphins. That's good for the Miami Dolphins. I wanted Tyler Warren, but happy with Grant. Grandizer, you wanted Tyler Warren? Why? He wasn't even the first tight end off the board. I want offensive lineman at 48. I seen on Facebook some Phins fans hating the Grant pick. Another reason why I don't hang out in those toxic places. If you hate the Grant pick, there's nothing can make you happy. Nothing can make you happy. These people that are hated on the Grant pick, what was their idea of the perfect selection there? Now let the draft come to us. Savina is going to fall to us at 48. We have a lot of holes to fill. We need more picks. Listen, we don't need all those them 7th round picks. Man, what are you getting? What are you getting? Special teams players? Third, deep depth players. We have trouble getting 3rd, 4th round players of playing time on this team to work out. And you think we're going to get a bunch of 7th and 5th round players to work out? Chris Greer struggles to get top picks to work out, let alone the late round picks. I'm not worried about them late round picks. Package them together and move up. Mine says I'd rather get another pick between 48 and 98. Jonna from Zona. Consensus top 5 pick 2 years ago. Will Johnson is a steal in the second. No, do not draft Johnson. Too many injury questions. Move up in the 3rd. Grant is a beast. Big C, I wanted Tyler Warren because he is the complete package like a Dallas Goedert. He can do it all. He is Brock Bowers, no, but he is good enough. Not for a 1st round draft pick. He's not in my opinion. Last night run on offensive line, we had to go defensive. Yeah, Glenn. I mean, once Will Campbell, Membu, and Banks were off the board, you couldn't justify going offensive line at 13. You couldn't justify going offensive line at 13. Fans, trenches. Greer drafts trenches. Fans, Greer sucks. Horrible pick. Yeah, you're right, Scotty. Some people can't win for losing, Big C, the issue with Greer in the 6th and 7th round picks, you see he gets undrafted free agent types. Yeah, but even the guys in the 2nd, 3rd round, Cam Smith, Channing Tindall, none of these guys work out. Brock Purdy. Yeah, Chris Greer hasn't shown me the ability to draft a Brock Purdy type. What are you getting for 7 round picks and a 6? If you package all of them together with a 2nd, you might be able to move up some. What we need to do is like Les Snead with the Rams. He got last year in the 6th. He was projected a late 4th to 5th rounder. He is now starting center for the Rams. Big C agree. I like to see who those Phins fans who hate the Grant pick, who they had. They probably had a reach pick. And Booker was gone. Yeah, Booker was gone too, Glenn. Even a guy, I mean, he was the best guard in the draft. He just wasn't a scheme fit. But even Booker was gone. Barron or Will Johnson. I mean, Barron didn't go to what, pick 20? Will Johnson didn't get drafted at all. How can you be screaming for Will Johnson when everybody else in the first round passed on him? Yeah, I don't know. Che Tittle wasn't he wasn't even a starter on that Clemson team, though. I mean, if every other team in the NFL passed on Will Johnson in the first, how can you scream for Will Johnson to bend the pick at 13? It just don't make no sense. Marcos, I like the Grant pick a lot. He is a key. He plays a key position in need for us. He's a young player. He is athletically phenomenal for his size. Any issues the guy has with his playing are issues that can be fixed or be coached up. This guy has great potential. He's a day one starter. He's going to make an impact day one. I love the pick. It was a great pick. I trade up for Nick Emilwari, Miller says. I would stay away from Will. He has knee and turf toe. That is deadly combination. Listen, at some point, Glenn, a top 5 talent in the draft, it becomes worth the risk at some point. If Will Johnson can come in here and have 5 great years, I'm happy with that. They're talking about like longevity. If he can get to that first contract, and where he is a top corner in this league, and we decide not to pay him because of the knee. Look at Todd Gurley. This is kind of like a Todd Gurley thing. Todd Gurley had bad knees. They knew he had bad knees. They knew that he could come into the league and be phenomenal for a certain amount of time, but at some point he was going to fall off the face of the earth. He came in the league and was one of the best players for 5 years. Did phenomenal things for the Rams. And then he just was gone. He was just gone. At the age of 28, he was gone. But he helped take them Rams to a Super Bowl. He was a key contributor taking them Rams to the Super Bowl. I bet T-Mac was, that's not a bad pick. They're comparing him to Mike Evans, a big physical talent at wide receiver. You had to go get him that talent. Look at Frank Gore. Frank Gore had a bunch of injuries coming out of college. Yeah, Frank Gore had a long, successful career. Yeah, I don't think Johnson's going to be out the whole year. Why? I mean, are they acting like it's that crazy? Yeah, I seen that he's going to be. Listen, if you can't tell me that Grant can't lose. First off, Grant is a physical freak. He ran a crazy 40 time at 360 pounds. If you want him on the field more, don't tell me the guy can't lose 10, 15 pounds and be an every down player. Go get Johnson. Yeah, I think it'd be worth the risk to get Johnson. If Johnson's there when we pick next, if Johnson falls to 48, you don't jump on it. Yeah, Scotty, long-term effect. That's what they're saying. like that's why I compared Ty Gurley. Ty Gurley had 5 great years and then was just done. He was just done. I'm taking those 5 years. I'm taking those 5 years from, because worst case scenario is he plays those 5 years at a very high level for us, and then what, we don't have to pay him $30 million a year when his contract comes up. We go draft a replacement. It gives us a window. It gives us time to find replacements. So what's the perfect day 2 draft look for you, like for you guys? I'm not going to be here long. I'm not going to do my typical hour and change, because I got to be live tonight and I got to see my wife before she goes to work. But what's the perfect second round look for you? I give the first round for the Miami Dolphins a A. No question about it. I give them an A. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Also, folks, we are literally, I think, 5 subscribers away from a major giveaway tonight. Tell your brothers, tell your sisters, tell your cousins, tell your mothers, tell your uncles. You know what I mean? Come in, subscribe, so we can do a giveaway tonight. We'll do the Javon Holland jersey. Do the Javon Holland jersey. You see it? There's the John Hancock. There's the authenticity card. And $500 tonight. Jose, I'm there with Amos. I don't think he makes it though. Miller, listen, you better get some people in there. You need to get some people in there. We'll talk more about things that pop up tonight. Big C, this is who I had in my mock for day 2. Round 2, Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle, Ohio State, drafted by Lions, 28th overall. And some safety, Ohio State. That's not bad. That's not bad. But like you said, he was drafted in the second round. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find out some more about this Will Johnson injuries. I'll go early a little bit. I'll go live early, a little bit early before the draft. Whoever's joining me, I had a great time last night. Appreciate you. Yeah, and hopefully we're able to give away $500 tonight in a jersey. And hopefully Chris Greer, listen, Chris Greer, this is a message to you. You did a great job last night. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Let's have a successful day 2 of the NFL draft. Let's get some more players of need, but be aggressive, please. Please be aggressive. Be aggressive, please. Use one of those 4th round picks to move up in the second round. Use a 4th from next year if we got to. Use a 4th next year if we got to. If we got to dip into next year's picks a little bit, by all means, I'm willing to sacrifice that. But let's make some moves. Let's go get the players that we want, and let's have a season that we can go into the season this year and have some hope. You know, maybe we're not a Super Bowl contender, but I would like us to be competitive in games this year. I'd like us to have an opportunity to make the playoffs at the very least. So, I mean, at least give us some pieces tonight and tomorrow that can help us move in that direction. And that's all I can ask for at this point. That's all I can ask for at this point. But I will see you guys later. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. And I'll be live later tonight. Happy draft day to you all. I love you all. Fins up, baby. Peace.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression,
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race, life is a chase. I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing